Hey everybody, if you offend easily, then it's time to evolve, it's time to grow, it's time to become someone who's hard at offending. Just a thought. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. If you know me by now, you know what I'm about to say. As always, this is what is called a cold reading. It means I don't know you from Adam, Eve, Steve, I don't care. It means I don't have a connection with you and that the reading is not directed at you. However, if you get a free reading out of it and it winds up applying to your situation, feel free to have a free reading. I mean, it's lucky you, right? All right. For those who have been following the channel, you know that for the longest time I was using the Neon Tarot and I was having trouble getting along with it. I was having trouble connecting with it. So last reading, I went ahead and started reading with the Crow Tarot deck, and I'm finding that much simpler. I'm finding more of a connection with it. So, and I know I'm a day late and a dollar short, and y'all have the ability to fix that if y'all are so inclined. All right. But okay, folks, let's go ahead and start flipping cards and see what we get. All right. All right. First and foremost, oh, we have the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands. So we have a balance, a harmony, a coming together, but also this is a decision that must be made. You know, I was talking about how I connected with this deck, and I'm actually blanking on the first one because I know it's a duality. I know it's a duality. I know it's a balancing game. I know it's a... Because that's the thing, what my brain is remembering is that it's two legs, not three legs, therefore it's not completely stable. But it's in the upright position, and it's, you know, it's hot and cold going on here. So we have an opposite situation trying to come together to create something. Now, mind y'all, folks, this is before I look it up in my reference deck, okay? I can't believe I fumbled right out the gate. I was just talking about how I was doing better with this deck. I'm so mad at me right now. Wands. Two of Wands. Well, that's not helping me much. I need to even out my reference deck. Okay, so it is balance. It is the need to make sure everything stays in order. Everything stays paired. Everything stays like balance. I was trying to find another word for balance, but that's essentially it, folks. So I wasn't far from it in the first place. I just needed a visual. All right, let's try that again. Hopefully I know what the hell I'm talking about this time. Hey, folks, at the end of the day, I'm still human, and mistakes still happen, and St. Alan, my husband, can vouch for the fact that I haven't woke up this morning at all. The only reason why I did wake up is because my cat brought me a mouse in the house. So, other than that, I never woke up the rest of the way. You know, I even locked myself out the house this morning without meaning to. Alrighty, we have a reverse Eight of Swords. I'm going to show y'all this in the upright position, because the Eight of Swords typically represents someone who's in an imprisoned situation, often by their own doing, but not necessarily. It is the inability to move forward. You are surrounded by your own woes, your own problems, your own troubles, your own fears, your own anxieties. But either way, you've built a nice, lovely prison for yourself, and you're not exactly getting far. Now, the fact that these swords in reverse position now are in the upright position, I've always taken that to mean that there's work to be done. You know, when a sword has finished its work, it goes down in the ground so that its blade cannot hurt anyone else, you know. But when the swords are in the upright position, that means they're ready to work or need to be used to work. So, whatever you're doing to self-imprison, I mean, it always indicates that you have the ability to get yourself out, but this one's saying it's time. Like, you've been in it long enough. Knock it off and get out already. King of Cups in the upright position. So this is the one who loves ferociously, very intensely. This is your ocean of love, your Pepe La Pew, if you remember that. If not, look it up. But yeah, this is the very amorous one who's deeply emotional, probably a lot more than it seems on the surface, which is saying a lot because usually they're wearing their emotions on their sleeve and it's usually getting everywhere, all over everybody else. And I speak from experience as someone who often gets the King of Cups to represent me. All right. As always, king, queen, he, she, they, them, all, doesn't matter. There's no gender specific with the cards. All right. I wanted to remind everybody of that. Oh, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Now, see, that's usually a good card if it was in the upright position, which it's not. It came up in the reverse position. So normally Nine of Pentacles would be, you've done your work so well. You've created a craft. You've made a name for yourself. You've really done something with that which you've grown. That which you put your energy and effort into has made you skilled and famous. Not famous, but like well-known, well-respected. You know, being in reverse, you have squandered what you were capable of. You didn't put as much work into it as you should have. And I think that may be influencing why you're in your own self-made prison. All right. Oh, we have the Five of Swords in reverse. Now, I do want to double check this because it's been a while since I got a Five of Swords. So I'm going to double check this one with the deck, but from the looks of it, it's battle. It doesn't look like friendly battle. I know one of the fives is a friendly battle-esque, but this one looks like a serious actual battle because you can see fallen crows, you can see enemies or Air Force above, but either way, it's a combat situation, and it's still underway. It's still happening. So, but I do want to double check. Make sure I'm interpreting correctly. Oh, so in this deck, and remember I was saying about swords, all the swords are down, indicating the battle is done, which that would make sense too, because I am seeing swords on the ground. Okay, not necessarily put down in the points are in the ground, but they are laid down. So yes, we have the battle is over. And one of the things I always liked about the Cat People deck is the indication of, your work is done, but what did you learn from the battle? What did you gain from the work? Are you comfortable with the battle you fought and the results you got? So being in reverse, first off, I got to tell you, it looks like you were defeated. You basically got taken to the cleaners, like you were really hung out to dry. Your enemies managed to vanquish you. So, we're going to pull some cards on top of that because I would like to get more insights. We're going to go to the next tier down, all right? And I notice we're already running late on my timing, so we're just going to go down to the third tier instead of the fourth tier. Covering the upright Two of Wands with the reverse Eight of Swords, we have the Magician. This is someone who has all the power, knowledge, tools, wisdom, experience, and resources to do something. It's the only card in the tarot deck that has all the suits in it, and then more. All right? And he's in the upright position, so the Magician tends to be doing the right things with their power as a general rule. Now that it's coming off a sense of balance versus an imprisonment you need to get out of, the Magician holds the key to your balance, which would undo your prison. All right. Just coming straight down from the King of Swords, we have, by the way, did I show you the Magician? Be helpful if I showed y'all the cards, right? We have Temperance in reverse, coming down off the King of Cups with a Temperance in reverse. You are not in control of your emotions. Temperance is usually a confidence of self to be able to make sure you are aware of yourself, your surroundings, your ability, your capacity. That King of Cups who's basically vomiting his or her emotions, his, her, they, she, emotions everywhere. That Temperance card in reverse indicates kind of like a extra emphasis of what we said before. It's oozing everywhere. It's a goo monster, if you know that meme. It's someone who has no control over their emotional balance. All right, combining the reverse Nine of Pentacles with the reverse Five of Swords, we have the Ten of Wands in reverse. All right, upright position, So you can see it's carrying all those sticks. This is normally the akin of being stubborn and refusing to go back and make more than one trip for your groceries. No, you're going to carry them all at once, aren't you? Okay, so your Nine of Pentacles in reverse with your Five of Swords in reverse. So you didn't do the work, and you kind of got vanquished by your foes, and now you're left with an even bigger bundle of work that you still don't want to get up and do anything about. Like, seriously, get off your keister. Ooh, all right. In between the Magician and the Temperance, in between those two, we have the Fool card in the upright position. Now, the Fool is not paying attention to where they're going. Your average tarot deck usually has a dog indicating, hey, come back, there's warning up ahead. Because it's not paying attention to where you go. Now, you might land on your feet. You might not. You're going off the edge of the cliff and you don't know what's coming next because you're not paying attention. So you have the power, knowledge, and tools and ability, but the lack of control, and it's causing you to leap before you look. Oh, the Temperance in reverse with the Ten of Wands in reverse. We have the Wheel of Fortune. What goes up must come down. What comes down must go back up. Now, we're in the upright position, which means that the up is on its way down again. All right? You're not recovering. You're sinking. Probably because of those loads you don't want to carry yet. It's just a thought. Just a thought. All right, and last card, coupling the Fool with the Wheel of Fortune, we have a reverse King of Swords. Reverse, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a coward. We have someone that refuses to grab the sword and do what must be done. We have someone who is afraid to lead the situation for fear they may fail, and thus is causing them to be hesitant or doubtful of the path they need to take. We have a coward. If you don't like the results, change what you're doing. I'll pull one more card because we still have like a couple minutes to my usual preferred time. We have a Nine of Cups. Really? 9? It looks more like a 7. 9 of Cups, and I want to double check that because it looks more like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3. I want to double check that. That image does not click with me. That looks more like the 7. If I'm remembering the 7 correctly, the image on the card. So, oh, 9 of Cups, 9 of Cups. Okay, yeah, see. 7 of Cups. And okay, it reminds me of the 6 and 7, but the 9 of Cups is usually an indication of you've built up a wall of all of your trophies. Everything you've gained, everything you've won, everything you've collected, everything you're holding on to. You're using it to build a wall around yourself. And all the resources you have in that wall is going to run out. King of Swords needs to stand up and collect the bounty again. King of Swords needs to step up and actually create a stable foundation again. It's possible, and you have the ability to do. All we're waiting for is you. All right, folks. I've had enough of y'all today, and I've got stuff to do, and I'm pretty sure I just heard my washing machine go off. So, bye, y'all.